A St. Kitts and Nevis chapter of the Inter-School Christian Fellowship ISCF was officially launched on Sunday, March 21st at the People's Evangelistic Center in Neetsmas. This was a special ceremony commissioning the board members and chief advisory staff of the ISCF representing each of the high schools on St. Kitts. ISCF is a Christian youth ministry that works with students and high schools and are often supported by external evangelical Christian organizations and churches. ISCF groups are often voluntarily led by senior students and usually have the support and guidance of an older mentor, youth pastor, or patron teacher. Some St. Kitts High School students were present at the launch. Board members, Mrs. Tonia White, assured that the ISCF Club will offer spiritual guidance to children in the high schools.
We challenge students to diligently study scriptures and provide training in practical Bible study methods. Students will be encouraged to undertake missions projects where they can give to the needy and reach out to the less fortunate. We believe that leadership training is critical for the cutting edge of ministry, and so we will be conducting regular training workshops, seminars, conferences, and retreats for member students and teachers alike.
Keynote speaker was Governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, Timothy Antoine, who spoke of the significance of ISCF to the spiritual development of children in our schools. He gave a charge to the students and those involved in ISCF SKN.
But that has guided me, and that must guide you in any and every area of your life. Because when you understand that it is God you're serving, it is not man, you can set aside some of the petty issues. You can set aside some of the personality issues. And you can stay focused, and you can keep your eye on the prize because you know it is God you're serving. It is God you're serving. It is God you're serving. It is God who is the real boss. When you understand that, it changes everything. I can tell you from experience, this is my 28th year in public service. I have served different finance ministers, different prime ministers, and that is what has guided me. That verse, Colossians 3:22-24. Because then I understand it's not about you, it's about God. That makes all the difference, Pastor. All the difference in terms of how we work and for who we work. And that's the mindset I'm encouraging all of you to bring to this enterprise, this movement.
Chief Education Officer Dr. Debbie Isaac, who is also a board member of the club, encouraged the development of ISCF in schools.
The Ministry of Education embraces every opportunity to engage any assistance that we can receive to help to advance the moral development of our students. With open arms, we welcome Inter-School Christian Fellowship Club into our schools. Put your hands together for that.
Members of the Chief Advisory Staff of ISCF SKN are Pastor Clive Saunders from Virchilds High School, Pastor Michelle Powell from the Washington Archibald High School, Judith Alford from the Charles A. Mills Secondary School, Denise Weeks from the Keon High School, Mrs. Julia Byron Isaac from Sadler's Secondary School, Pastor Royce Dean Richards from the Bastyr High School, and Andrea Bridgewater of the Washington Archibald High School. Members of the board are Mrs. Tonia White, Pastor Kenneth Francis, Daryl Lloyd, Dr. Debbie Isaac, Pastor Jeremy Thomas, Pastor Clive Saunders, and Pastor Boris Johnson. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.